Did you know that this scene was achieved without any CGI? Lord of the Rings is famous for their use of forced perspective, a technique which gives the illusion of characters and objects being smaller or larger than they actually are. Today we're looking at two amazing examples of forced perspective and one bonus effect which will blow your mind. Firstly, Gandalf and Frodo in a cart. This required building a special cart, which would allow Frodo to sit a bit further back. When placing the camera at an optimal angle, it gives the effect of Gandalf seeming much larger in comparison with no additional effects used. The difficulty of forced perspective is that the illusion is completely lost when the camera moves away from this optimal location. Our second example is how the team overcame this challenge in the shot of Gandalf and Frodo having tea. In order to accomplish this, they put the actors and tables on dollies, which would move alongside the camera in such a way as to preserve the illusion. Special props were also built for this scene in order to achieve the effect. For the scene, Gandalf and his portion of the table were on dollies that would move along with the camera relative to their position in space. This allows the camera to always be at the optimal angle in relation to the characters. Lastly, the bonus effect is when Gandalf enters Bilbo's home. This effect is a composite, but the crazy part is how they interact within the scene, with Gandalf giving Bilbo his hat and staff, which is then much larger towards the end of the scene. This was done by recording the two characters separately, Bilbo in a scaled up version of his home and Gandalf in front of a blue screen. Now pay attention to the amount of detail placed on the lighting in the blue screen recording. They mimic the outdoor light as well as the door closing. This is what really sells the effect. Eventually, they stitch between the two scenes such that when Gandalf turns around, this is no longer Ian McKellen's arm. This is the arm of the fake Gandalf in the scaled up version of the scene. You can tell right around here where the beard gets clipped is where the stitch happens.